Hello, South Campus colleagues. I want to let you know about a change that the ninth grade history department is implementing beginning next year. As many of you know, for the last several years, we've had a world cultures class with a regional focus in 4 different regions of the world: Africa, India, the Middle East, or Latin America. And while this has been good in terms of standardizing skill development, it's impossible in terms of content to standardize it. So what we're proposing is that next year we would offer a ninth grade world religions class that all of the students would take. There are several reasons for making this change. One is that the sophomore teachers of the Perspectives in World History class will then have the same content background for their students in every one of the classes, every one of the sections. So when the teacher says, do you remember about Muhammad's journey from Mecca to Medina, all of the kids will have an understanding, have all that background. Secondly, it gives us an opportunity to include Asia in every student's background. Right now, we have one section on India, so 16 out of 95 students get that background. But 1/5 of the world lives in India, 1/4 of the world lives in China, and we don't have background information perspective from those regions of the world. This will allow us to do that. In addition, knowledge of religion is shrinking. About half of our kids identify as atheist or agnostic in a survey we did last year. And religion may not be as important to them, but it is important to much of the world. And it's not just about learning what the differences between Sufis, Shias, and Sunnis is. It's also understanding your own culture and the differences of others who are in your same religion. So if you're raised a Protestant like I was, concepts like the Immaculate Conception of Mary, the confession booth, the infallibility of the Pope, transubstantiation, those are all pretty foreign concepts, and vice versa for Catholics re Protestants. Probably the most important reason, however, is that history is more than exploration, conquest, wars, kings and queens, economics versus capitalism. Those are all important, but understanding culture and history should be about knowing what people believe, what's important to them. And we feel this semester-long course will allow us to do that. Now, we have a lot of work to do because we have to decide which of the religions we want to cover, the big 5 probably, but also indigenous religions perhaps, and an introduction to religion. We're not positive who's going to teach these sections, these 6 sections of freshman history. 2 of us who are likely candidates have already taught world religions at other schools. So that's a plus. There's a lot. We're gathering information. We have some good textbook options. We're contacting other schools to gather syllabi from them and find out how they're teaching this class. And then there's some good professional growth opportunities, some offered by the Council for Spiritual and Ethical Education, CSEE, and Harvard University has a week-long program as well. So we're looking at those, investigating those as well. So in the history department, of course, we're professionals. We're treating this very seriously, very respectfully. If you have questions or concerns that you'd like to share with us, please let me know, or other members of the department. Thanks very much for listening.